The cryptocurrency space went nuts yesterday after the president's wife launched her meme token, following her husband, Mr. President. This action questions a lot about the cryptocurrency space. Some spectate whether crypto is all a joke. Many said the altcoin season has been canceled, and this is because liquidity was taken from all the altcoins to fund Trump and his wife's token. There was a massive decline in altcoins, including Kaspa. Anyway, this video is about buying 10,000 Kaspa coins to be rich soon. If you don't believe it, I advise you to please watch this video to the end, because I will be discussing the important factors that can make this coin worth 10 times or 20 times more. But before the discussion, I want you to comment your thoughts down below, because it matters. Without further ado, let's get into the discussion. The Trump family exposed a lot of insecurities that we have in the crypto space, one which has no authenticity and sketchy development. You see, the president launched a coin, and in the process of launching, he allocated 80% for himself. His wife also launched a meme coin, allocating about 95% to herself. This right here is a scammy signal, and it wasn't mainly talked about. I feel like Kaspa is here to solve all these issues. This is because, according to the Kas white paper, I believe it fully authorizes the authenticity of coin development, where we just can't have shady coins everywhere. The second reason will be the speed and accuracy. After so many transactions, the Phantom Wallet and Solana network got congested, and a lot of people lost the second opportunity to buy Trump's wife's meme coin. I believe Kaspa is here to solve this. Again, you should know when investors discover how effective the Kaspa coin currently is, the value of one Kas will be massively increased. This is why I am still bullish on Kaspa, because Kaspa is the real deal. So if you have 10,000 Kas coin, please store it in a cold wallet, because it can make you rich in the future. This is all I have to say. Let me know your comments about this. Now let's dive into the details of the Kaspa coin. Kaspa is a proof-of-work cryptocurrency that implements the GhostEAG protocol. GhostEAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, but rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. For those who do not know what GhostEAG means, according to Belay Mining, GhostEAG is a protocol that utilizes a clustering mechanism to sort and organize data within the chain. In this process, data groups, including transactions, are grouped based on their similarities and assigned a centroid or mean. The number of centroids required is denoted by a user-defined. GhostEAG aims to assign each datum to the nearest cluster and keep the centroids as small as possible. Using a greedy algorithm, GhostEAG efficiently sorts the data and places each datum in its appropriate location. Unlike structured algorithms, a greedy algorithm optimizes the task based on the best possible solution at any given moment. GhostEAG categorizes data blocks into two types, blue and red. Blue blocks reside on the chain, while red blocks do not. Rather than aiming to identify the largest cluster, GhostEAG's greedy algorithm focuses on finding the blue set with the most favorable tip and incorporates data from outside the set. By combining blues and reds, a chain is formed, with a selected tips block being the most recent. This approach, combined with user-defined and mined data, establishes a topological order in the chain. Back to Kaspa, its framework primarily targets the challenges of speed and scalability that plague traditional blockchains. While conventional systems rely on miners to verify transactions, this approach often sacrifices scalability. Kaspa aims to automate the approval process by leveraging the GhostEAG protocol, while improving scalability and maintaining network security integrity. Furthermore, Kaspa is designed to be a permissionless network, providing accessibility to all participants and eliminating the need for an administrator as a gatekeeper. The Kaspa blockchain is a relative newcomer to the crypto world. Conceived in 2021 and hitting the market in 2022, the platform and its native coin, KS, have already started to make some crypto investors sit up and take notice. KS first came onto the open market in the middle of 2022. At that time, the market was struggling with a downturn triggered by the collapse of the Terra Luna blockchain, and Kaspa traded at around $0.0005. It hovered around that level for the next few months before slowing climbing later on in 2022. Closing the year at $0.00528. KS has enjoyed a pretty strong 2023 so far, with the news that its blockchain was able to process 10 transactions per second and get its browser wallet, leading to it reaching a high in September before declining only to shoot up in late October and early November. The blockchain reached its highest ever speeds recently, and KS looks like it is catching up. On November 19th, following a listing on Binance, KS reached an all-time high of $0.154. By December 15, 2023, it was worth $0.123. Kaspa also addresses the critical issue of securely providing proof of work without compromising security. While transactions themselves are secure, the verification process requires a separate set of parameters and programming. Kaspa implements a technique called pruning, which involves removing data older than 3 days from a block DAG. By limiting the available data, Kaspa protects itself from the vulnerabilities associated with a 51% attack. Centralized manipulation becomes virtually impossible if more than 50% of the blockchain is not under the control of a single entity. The data beyond the 3-day threshold is stored elsewhere, preventing hackers from accessing it and foiling any attempted takeover. According to its website, Kaspa Coin has some interesting features on its platform, which are 1. Fast transaction. Kaspa's Block DAG network generates multiple blocks every second for posting transactions to the ledger. Combined with fully confirmed transactions in 10 seconds, this makes Kaspa ideally fast for everyday transactions. 2. Instant transaction confirmation. Kaspa was designed to be hundreds of times faster than Bitcoin, with each Kaspa transaction visible to the network in 1 second and each transaction fully confirmed in 10 seconds on average. 3. Scalability. Kaspa solves the scalability problem with its ability to generate and confirm multiple blocks per second. This comes with no trade-off between security and decentralization, as seen with proof-of-stake networks. 4. Efficient proof of work. Kaspa utilizes the optical mining-ready K-heavy hash algorithm for consensus and security of the network. This algorithm, combined with high-throughput DAG and no wasted blocks, makes it less energy-intensive than other POW networks. 5. Security. Kaspa harnesses an ultra-secure block network with no compromise on decentralization, achieved with pure stakeless proof of work combined with a revolutionary Ghost AG consensus mechanism. 6. Block DAG. To overcome the problem of blockchains, Kaspa processes all blocks in parallel, linking all sidechains. This leads to a DAG structure that increases the formation of blocks per second drastically, creating a block DAG. Finally, the last major problem Kaspa aims to solve is how to provide proof of work securely without sacrificing security. The transactions themselves are secure, but verifying them is a separate task that requires its programming and set of parameters. One of the ways that Kaspa does this is by pruning, whereby the block date is purged of data older than 3 days. In general, Kaspa increased speed, comparable security, and the simplification of processes. Kaspa was launched on November 7, 2021. It has a total and maximum supply of 28 billion KAS tokens, with over 19 billion of them in circulation. This is hard to tell. KS has enjoyed a bit of a breakthrough in recent months, hitting faster than ever speeds and reaching new customers. The platform's combination of speed and security is certainly positive. On the other hand, Kaspa is a relatively new blockchain. It will have to fight hard to distract attention from other, better-known platforms. A lot will also depend on how the cryptocurrency market behaves as a whole. As with crypto, you will need to do your research before deciding whether or not to invest in KAS. Will be the end of the video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and invest wisely.